So all the severe weather now happening as cuts have now come to the National Weather Service, and has been also the authority in just determining watches and warnings here and all across the country, as we found out today. So there are worries, though, on everything from public safety to the future of those who really want to pursue a weather career, and talking about the elements that we see outside. Queen City News anchor Derek Dellinger, you've been looking into this very subject, Derek, and you also try to track down some of those who have been part of those cuts.
Yes, in fact, we can tell you that at least right now we are not aware of any cuts to the weather service station that's serving the Charlotte area, which is actually located in upstate South Carolina. But the news of these cuts nationwide has created a bit of uncertainty for the future. This may seem somewhat self-serving for a television to say this, but meteorology is more than just the weather that we report to you every day. It's also more than the warnings or watches we get from the National Weather Service and report to you. But those two parts are a very important part of a larger field, one that is seeing a bit of uncertainty right now.
As soon as the news broke, right, there's students that are like, I don't know if this job will exist for me anymore.
Dr. Caitlin Crossett is a professor of atmospheric sciences at UNC Asheville. Their meteorology program is highly regarded.
That completely changes the way that they might think about this degree, and it's scary, right, for some of them.
News of the National Weather Service cuts have hit. In fact, you don't have to look far to see decades of experience leaving as a result of the cuts. National Weather Service social media pages across the country have reported on staff departures. We tried reaching out to some of those who just left. They did not get back to us, but many of these posts were just over the last week. And it's involved people who make the ultimate decisions on weather watches and warnings across the country.
We're in conversations continuously, up to the minutes. What are we seeing with this storm? Because those cold temperatures stretch.
Queen City News pinpoint meteorologist Ted Phaeton says TV meteorology is one example of the work done with the National Weather Service on a daily basis.
This is a very large and robust industry, which is a lot bigger and more drastic than what folks at home get to experience themselves.
But public utilities, agriculture, trucking companies, even airlines, they all make use of meteorologists. And while things may look different now,
the human hand in forecasting isn't going away anytime soon, right? But what that might look like may change.
And as you may have heard, and as Queen City News has reported on, the efforts to get a National Weather Service Doppler station here in Charlotte. Jeff Jackson, when he was a congressman, he filed that legislation, but it never really was brought up for a vote. However, Representative Tim Moore, in a statement today, told us he is interested in closing the radar gap here in Charlotte, especially in light of the damage from Helene. But there's no word on how cuts could affect the future of that plan. Alicia?
All right. Thank you, Derek, for that.